My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Hearthstone Arena. Requests. We've got Shaman by Jamie and Hunter by Mr. Strumpet. Neither, but we do have a priest request by Ratchet Zone. No, Signature. Alright. Let's get this done. Twilight Drake is kind of strong, but Mind Control Tech is really strong in the top deck situation. It depends on whether you get Twilight Drake in your opening hand as to whether it's strong or not. Can I rely on getting a large amount of card draw in Priest? Usually I can, off of Power Word Shield and Thought Steal and stuff like that. Alright. I'll take it. I'll take it. Shrinkmeister is a really solid 2-drop. Stormwind Champion, I guess, to buff the rest of my minions. None of these are particularly, you know, inspiring, so I'll actually take a Thought Steal. Chewin Yeti, excellent. Huge fan of that card. Ugh, these are all bad. Bluegill Warrior, I guess. Shadow Word Pain? Yeah, Shadow Word Pain for removal. Shadow Word Pain is kind of more versatile than almost any other early drop because you can kind of use it on anyone that's, you know, you can use it on basically any early drop, right? Anything before 3 mana. But then, if you get to late game, you can use it on a Kodo, you can use it on a Deathlord, you can use it on a fucking Shrinkmeistered Ysera. You can use it on so many things that it becomes useful. Both of these are trash, so I'm justified in picking up a Holy Nova, which is probably going to be all of my AoE this game. Acidic Swamp Ooze is really good for the weapon removal. Arcanine. It's always Arcanine when you get an Arcanine. Power Word Shield is an amazing card. It basically means this minion survives its next attack, also draw a card. So it's so good in terms of value. I'm looking at the Shattered Sun, kind of, right now. Is that wrong? I could take a Circle, but I've only got one Arcanine. These two are too good to take a Circle for combo value with Arcanine, so... Loot Hoarder for the card draw, or Shattered Sun? What did I say about card draw? It's so incredibly important. I think just because it's harder to get good 3-drops, I'll take the Shattered Sun. Just because it's hard to get good 3-drops, I'll take the Shattered Sun. Fairy Dragon is an amazing 2. These are all okay. I guess I'll take the Worgen Infiltrator. I did want to have a Silence in the deck, though. Oh, Velen's Chosen. Even better than the Yeti, in my opinion. Cult Master, trade a lot of my low drops. I do have a fair amount of low drops, and both of the others are trash, so I'll take the Cult Master for card draw. I can probably focus a lot less on card draw now. Shrinkmeister is really good for the early games, so is Micro Machine. Now I need far less early game. Okay, Piloted Shredder. Piloted Sky Golem is really good for that. Mind Control for the late game, perfect. So Piloted Sky Golem is just amazing because it brings out another dude onto the field. Earthen Ring Farseer, both of the others are trash, but the Earthen Ring Farseer is also going to have the ability to heal up any of my early creatures that are having some problems at the time. I'll take the Dark Scale over the Thought Steal just because I don't have enough late game cards. I'll take a Lord of Arena for the same reason. I want to take that Dark Cultist so badly. I've got 1, 2, 3. I've only got 3 minions on 3, so I'll take the Dark Cultist rather than the Temple Enforcer, even though I really want the Temple Enforcer. Cabal Shadow Priest is an amazing 6-drop. Another Dark Cultist. Northshire Cleric. With a Power Word Shield and a... with a Power Word Shield, with Shadow Word Pain, and 2 Shrinkmeisters, and 2 Shattered Clerics, and a Velen's Chosen, it's much better pick than it could be. But Holy Nova might be my only board clear. If I control the board from the start of the game, I won't need to use the board clear. And then Silverhand Knight is really good. You know what? Cabal Shadow Priest is amazing. Okay. This is really good. This is really good. I'm going to be surprised to go less than 5. In fact, I'll be very surprised to go less than 7. I know Arena's been a little rough around the edges recently. I'm still saying I'm very optimistic about this deck. If we take control of the board early and we do have enough good 1-drops and 2-drops that we can take control of the board pretty ruthlessly early, especially off the back of 2 Shrinkmeisters, which can keep our 1 and 2-drops on the board while they kill something. If we can take control of that board early, we can probably get ourselves in a position where we can just roll on, and if our opponent manages to flood against us, we can just Holy Nova and continue rolling on.
Anduin versus Jaina.
Zebby the Crab.
You asked for it.
The light shall
I love me a Dark Cultist. Do I love it enough to keep it? I do. I really do. I'm pretty optimistic in getting a 1 or a 2. There's a 2 and there's a 2. Told ya. So I guess I'm kind of hoping that my opponent passes their first turn, I play the Acidic Swamp Ooze, then on the second turn the opponent plays a 2-3, then I use the Shrinkmeister to shrink it and then attack. If that doesn't eventuate in that fashion, then it's just going to be Acidic Swamp Ooze, it's going to trade with whatever my opponent plays, and then the Dark Cultist comes out naturally on turn 3. Oh, fuck you. I hate accelerated games. Just quickly close this. Excellent. Okay. Let's get a better seating position going on here. Let's get some better lighting in this room. So if my opponent coins a 2, I can usually expect a follow-up of another 2. Or some follow-up plan, right? So I wouldn't be surprised to see... wouldn't have been surprised to see a Frostbolt, or a 2-mana Taunt, or a Fireball. Sorry, a Flame Cannon. That's fine. So now the Dark Cultist gets developed, and my opponent has to attack and then Fireball in order to clear the board. If that's their plan, of course. Wonder if they'll leave it up to me to clear the board. That would be hilarious. Like they attack my face. Oh, they're not going to. That's a shame. Micro Machine and Shrinkmeister. I guess currently my best use of my mana next turn is going to be Earthen Ring Farseer and using my hero power. So I hope I get to use that in a situation that keeps something alive. Chugga, chugga, chugga. I'd love to Shadow Cabal Priest that.
Is someone injured?
My eyes are open.
Draw a card. Oh, that's a pretty good one.
Let's get busy go.
Now, the only reason I was so happy to do that is because my opponent used the coin on the first turn to summon the Fairy Dragon, so they don't have a Blizzard follow-up, and they can't have a Flame Strike follow-up next turn. Here's hoping they play something like a, you know, Emperor Cobra, or just anything with 2 or less attack that's 3 or more mana. If I steal that with the Cabal Shadow Priest, and that's basically the only thing that my opponent can develop that to— holy shit!
Well played.
Let me change your mind.
Of course.
Right away.
I was gonna say Gurubashi Berserker is one of them, but I didn't want to run up my chances. I was just gonna go, say Cobra, because Cobra is okay, isn't it? But no, that's the best grab.
I wonder.
There it is. So now I'm 2 cards ahead of my opponent, I'm playing first, and I've got a developed board where they don't. Excellent. Okay, so I break the shield with this, then kill it with the Micro Machine, because the Micro Machine is going to die next turn anyway. That seems correct. So if I give... oh, I can make my opponent kill themselves with Flame Strike? Okay, that seems like a good idea. So I heal this. Draw a card. So if they Flame Strike next turn, the Gurubashi Berserker is going to do enough damage to kill them. And then I'll play a Twilight Drake, which is also going to survive the Flame Strike next turn. So if the Flame Strike occurs, there's 4 damage on this, 4 damage on this, and then this one will have 8 damage. So I'll have a total of 16 damage. So basically, the best move for my opponent, Flame Strike, will also kill them.
Well played.
Yeah, that was pretty much sold. That was... My opponent was kind of up shit creek without a paddle as soon as they hit the Gurubashi Berserker onto the field. I'm going to turn down my volume on my end because I'm talking very loudly because I can't hear myself. Here we go. Now it's more calm. Excellent. This is episode 156, I believe. And we're closing up to... We're getting close up to 200. Shit. That, I think...
Anduin.
I mean, that's definitely the longest running series on the channel.
You asked for it.
The light shall bring
Keep a
victory.
Shadow Word Pain. Yeah. I mean, just in case I draw horribly like that. That's fine. Acidic Swamp Ooze. Okay, so pass your turn. I play the Acidic Swamp Ooze. Oh, fuck you. Do I pain that? So the decision to pain that was made entirely off the back of the fact that I've got an Acidic Swamp Ooze plus a Power Word Shield next turn. So if my opponent develops anything without a coin, then I have generally the ability to kill it for pretty much free. Well, not for free. My opponent will have to do the same thing that happened last game, where they use a Fire Blast plus the Fairy Dragon to kill my Acidic Swamp Ooze. I'd love to see them attack my face, because then they attack my face, I use the Acidic Swamp Ooze plus Shrinkmeister to kill the Fairy Dragon, I only take 1 damage in the process, and then I heal myself. Yeah, of course, it's not gonna happen, it's gonna... Wow, Retsum! It's actually, that's Dracula backwards. Okay. Develop this. No reason to do anything else. Oh, man. I'm behind. Why am I behind? Card for a card, then I played a card that summoned a card. What? I should be ahead. What? How has my mathematics gone wrong? Zombie Chow for Power Word Shield. And then Fairy Dragon for Acidic Swamp Ooze plus Power Word Shield, but Power Word Shield summoned another. Okay, so we should be equal right now. How am I behind?
Let's get physical.
In the interest of mana, I'll cast that one first. Also, it means that next turn I can use the Arcanine plus the heal. So it means I'm not generating the Arcanine Soul Priest on a turn where the Arcanine cannot actually have effect. Also, interestingly enough, if my opponent casts something next to this is a really weird card. Adjacent minions cannot be targeted by spells or hero powers, so if they do that, then I won't be able to use the Arcanine plus heal to kill the thing on the side of it. So if the Wii Spellstopper kills this, I can use the Darkscale Healer to kill the Wii Spellstopper, or even Arcanine plus heal to kill the Wii Spellstopper. Which looks like that's going to be what I do. I would not be surprised to see Fire Blast onto the Darkscale Healer here. In fact, that's the correct choice.
I wonder.
So next turn for me is Arcanine Soul Priest, heal the Wii Spellstopper, unless I get a really, really good 4-mana card, and I cast Bluegill Warrior and the 4-mana card instead. That's interesting. That's basically the same as a Fire Blast in this situation, except, you know, obviously way worse for my opponent. See, if they'd Fire Blast this, the board would be in the exact same state as it currently is, right? This would even be a 4-4, allowing the Jungle Panther to trade into it. Polymorph, ping the 1-1, and then the 4-2 goes into my 4-4? No? Okay.
Squire, attend me.
Ready, sir.
Those two easily die. I also want to get out the Silverhand Knight before there's a threat of anything along the lines of a Flame Strike. So I don't want the Silverhand Knight currently out with anything else on the board. Just in case. Okay. End your turn. End your turn or ping my face. Don't ping my dude. Oh, you're a bitch, aren't you? How dare you? Come on, think that there's not gonna make a difference. Ping my face. Oh! No difference, ping my face. Fuck you. No! They did it correctly. Okay, so the reason that was so important is because now the Stormwind Champion comes down, I attack that, and this could have 2 health, which means it wouldn't be dealt with this turn, but instead it is gonna be dealt with this turn. Grumble, 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 I'm an old man. I need a pretty big mind control to take this game back under my control. Back under mind control. Oh. Also, actually, the Cabal Shadow Priests would be amazing right now. So this has the Enrage ability, so I immediately want to kill it. And I'm gonna heal my dude up and summon a Lord of the Arena. Flame Strike still doesn't clear this board. I mean, attack this, Flame Strike, ping this, and then you get to remove the Lord of the Arena, but this stays as a 6-2.
Behold the might of Stormwind.
Oh, okay, that's our mind control target. Found it. Found it. Ha! Cabal Shadow Priest. Oh, that would be so good. Oh, well.
For the Alliance.
There's no reason for me to lose 8 damage so that I can kill a Snow Chugger and freeze myself. Especially since it's possible. Are you kidding me?
Well played.
Let me change your mind.
For the Alliance.
Like, this is amazing. That's 2 games in a row that I've gotten that steal. Alright. Since I've got the 2, I'm already going to name the deck, alright? I'm going to name the deck in this part of the video, and I usually don't do this, but I'm going to call it What's Yours is Mine. There we go. Because there's like the common hospitality saying, what's mine is yours, right? Like, make yourself at home, that kind of a thing. But what's yours is mine. Shit, this is a fucking 3rd mage. Maybe I should start thinking about the prevalence of mages in Arena when I make my draft. Like, oh, cards that are better against mages I want to draft more of because there's many mages. Or the same thing with paladins as well. Okay. This is kind of okay as long as I get another 3 or a 2 to support the curve. 2, 1, blank, 3, 4, coin is a 5. Coining a Cabal Shadow Priest is a 5, and taking a card is just, it's fucking brutal. It really is. It ends games. I didn't coin the last ones, but they ended games as well. Warg Infiltrator is developed. My opponent can't respond unless they have an Arcane Missiles, which has far lower prevalence in Arena than it did when I started playing this game. Sorry. Okay. My immediate response to that is to rectify my curve by developing the Dark Cultist. If the Dark Cultist is killed, then my Warg Infiltrator can come out of stealth safely. If the Dark Cultist is not killed, then I can use it to kill something else and then heal it up with the Earthring Farseer next turn. I'm in a really good position right now. Like, scarily good. My opponent needs some pretty vicious tech to get out of this. Oh no, that's actually pretty vicious. Velen's Chosen. Do I do that? So I Velen's choose this, it becomes 4... Yeah, that's totally correct.
First kill by fate.
Was it? That might not have been correct. Yeah, now I'm facing down whatever he puts on 4 mana with my 3 mana. 3 damage, sorry. Oh, okay, that makes it fine. Yay! Chillwind. Hey, I even have something to heal up the Chillwind after it attacks. Save your Gurubashi Berserker for later. Not this turn. Do it later. It's pretty good. So I can heal it back to full with the Earthen Ring Farseer plus heal. Or I can just develop a Darkscale Healer. I think the Darkscale Healer is better because there's not a huge difference between 5 health and 3 health against the mage. I mean, what? They ping at this... Oh, they're setting up a Flame Strike. Okay, cool. Right. Well, if you're setting up a Flame Strike, attack.
Where shall I strike?
I kind of want a Holy Nova. Yeah, shit, it got counterspelled. Well played.
Well played.
Because it was either going to be Mirror Entity, and if I played the Earthen Ring Farseer, I was fucked, or it was going to be Counterspell. So now the Flame Strike comes down. Piloted Sky Golem is my play next turn. God damn it. It was either Counterspell or Mirror Entity, and I had to kind of take a guess there. Because if I hit that Holy Nova, both of my creatures would have been 4-5. The Flame Strike doesn't go off next turn, and we win the game. Like, it just ends right there. Okay.
Squire, attend me.
Ready, sir.
This is fine. As long as you think of this as one card, then I get to trade sufficiently for the Frost Elemental. Fun face. Okay, Frostbolt, ping it, and then figure out what to do with your 5/5, I guess.
I forget things.
Snore. That's actually really bad for me. Because now I have to trade... Oh, thank you! Oh, I'm so happy.
Let me change your mind.
Welcome to my team.
You insist.
The damned stand ready.
And I developed the Dark Cultist because it means if my opponent Flame Strikes and pings the... Well, pings the Cabal Shadow Priest and Flame Strikes, this becomes a 5. Oh, fuck you! Hey, yeah, that's right, get shit on with the worst card that you could have gotten. I fucking hate Mind Control tech. Almost every time I've gone above 4 minions, or gone above 3 minions rather, I've been Mind Control teched recently. It's such a good pick recently. That's why I kind of should have gotten it over the one that I ended up picking. I think this has to happen. Yep. Do I attack both in here and then pain that and heal this? That seems correct, actually. Because it powers up this guy.
Eyes are open.
And you know what? I'm gonna play around another MCT. Because I'm actually pretty damn far ahead right now. I have 11 damage on board. I've got 3 cards developed currently. Kind of playing all over the top of my opponent right now. Shrinkmeister steal it? Yep. I have to.
See if this works.
Nothing.
Let me change your mind.
It's mine now.
Of course. My fate.
Well played.
Well played.
3-0 so far. I think that Velen's Chosen play that I did in the very early game was wrong, but it worked out fine. I ended up trading a 1 mana and a 3 mana card for a 2 mana card and a 3 mana card. Yeah, I guess that was okay. It just wasn't as impressive as it probably could have been in other circumstances. I also need to start thinking much, much more heavily about whether or not it's worth playing into MCT. Hey, we see a hunter. We haven't seen a hunter in ages. Except for that arena where we only versed hunters very recently.
Shall bring victory.
I believe strongly enough in Harvey Dent. Sorry, my curve, that I'm gonna get a 1 or a 2 here. That doesn't count. Because it doesn't develop and stick to the board. Oh, I don't like that.
Greetings, traveler.
Greetings, traveler. I want a better card, please. Just mulligan again. Please, let's redo. Oh no. That kills the... This kills the bluegill. I'm gonna push the damage in because the bluegill's gonna get killed by the 1/1 no matter what. And if it doesn't get killed by the 1/1, I've Velen's Chosen it, and then I laugh. Why did you not kill it? Yeah. I'm screwed. I've drawn really badly in the early game. Considering how many 2 and... oh, I should have healed myself there. Considering how many 2 and 3s I have in my game, and 1s even, I definitely should have had something by now. I might have to look forward to stealing that. Oh, hey! Hello, Twilight Drake. Unless I get silenced, you're gonna be pretty strong. Even heal you back up with a Dark Scale Healer. That sounds good. Does that sound good to you? Develop an Ogre Magi. Okay, tracking is fine. So I've got to remember that my opponent isn't actually 4 cards deeper in their deck than I am. But they did generate some value by picking up a kill with the Web Spinner. Okay, so if I do the Silverhand Knight, that kills the first half of the Silverhand Knight with no recompense. So instead I'll... Which means it becomes a 2/1, so as soon as I play my Cabal Shadow Priest to steal it, I'm stealing lower value. So instead I'll play this, because there's a very high likelihood that my opponent just avoids killing it with the River Croc. And then I get to steal something of higher value with the Cabal Shadow Priest.
I let the dogs out.
Or they could do that. That's a thing what could happen as well. Hey, they didn't even attack the face. Thank you. I Velen's choose you. Oh, Ralph. Come on, XC, Hey, that's a good one. Just looking for cards that I could take with the Cabal Shadow Priest. What's the chance Freezing Trap is in your hand?
Let me change your mind.
What's the chance that's a Freezing Trap? The chance is high enough that I'm actually not going to attack. I'll wait and then I'll attack with something that I want to bounce back to my hand. So hey, what if I attack with the fucking Cabal Shadow Priest next turn? I know it's Cabal. I attack with the Cabal Shadow Priest next turn. It gets bounced back to my hand, and then I use it to steal the Mechanical Dragonling. What if that's a thing? What happens? Oh shit!
The Frost Wolves stand.
Haha! That's bad for me. That's supremely not good. Oh, Hunter's Mark as well. Oh, baby.
No.
Well, if I had to have something sent back to my hand, guess this would be the one I'd want.
Yeah.
Well, considering the rest of my things are gone, of course. Yeah, so it was Freezing Trap. It was correct to play around it.
The gates are open.
He hasn't played a weapon yet. I have to assume there's no weapon. I have to play around with that assumption. Because, what? This kills this kills this, and then that's on 3 health. Then I need to still dig and find something to kill it. I'm in a pretty bad position with regards to that Frostwolf. Now I'm in a pretty bad position with regards to everything. Only top-decking Mind Control very soon has a chance of bringing me back in the game. Yeah, I think I'm over. Yep, game over.
Well played.
Concede!
You have
Alright, 3-1. Well, we did have a really shitty early game. Our opponent didn't have an incredibly good early game either, but we had a really bad early game. I mean, which is very unlikely considering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 early drops. A third of our deck is early drops, and we had a Bluegill Warrior. So, very unlikely. My name is... No, wait. What am I doing ending the video with my name is Rhapsody? No. This is going to be the end of part 1. You'll be able to find the link to part 2